Hey, Jonathan, the sports here. Another video, cause why the hell not? I got no life and giving this YouTube thing a go. But today, in this video, I'm gonna talk about: is it better for the Giants to make a playoff run, or kind of just fall back and play for draft position? And I was thinking, I prefer a playoff run at this moment. I know probably most Giants fans are leaning towards me, but you know, I'm like a little rat running around to the comment sections, and I do still see quite a few people saying, "There's no sense in winning the division. We're just going to lose a bunch of draft position." And so what I did is I I sat down and I made a list. I made a list of positives and I made a list of negatives, and it became quite clear to me personally, and I also obviously want you guys to hit me up in the comments and let me know how I feel, because I don't know. The people who want to lose their better draft position just kind of interest me. I've never really felt like that. I mean, I've gotten to the points in the last few years where, like, if you lose, you're not pissed off as you usually would be, but I don't know, kind of interested in it. But anyways, I'll start with the positives, and here's the first thing that popped in my mind: just playoff experience. Like, it makes a difference. All right, we all know that, like, we started off bad, but the core is here, and next year we get a few pieces of pass rusher corner, and we're there. Maybe another wide receiver. We get Saquon back, finish off the O line, and with the amount of money we're going to have and the young players we got, it's very possible. I think we'll at least be playoff contenders next year. We'll see what happens over in Dallas. They get the defense fixed and Dak comes back, but I think we're going to be right there for the division. So, playoff experience. So, if we do pop in the playoffs next year, having a playoff game this year could really help the experience. And not only that, it's going to either be probably like the Bears or the Buccaneers. They're going to be there. And we were like seconds and feet away from beating both them teams. So, if you slide into the playoffs, you get a home game. You're not just getting, you might get 2 games experience. So, I mean, in that case, I mean, you're losing a lot of draft capital. I mean, if you're like a tank person or draft position person, you might really hate that idea. But another positive I thought about was free agents. I mean, it's already hard enough to have free agents be interested in New York. First of all, because it's cold. And you might think that's funny, but that is an actual real thing. A lot of football players want to go somewhere where it's warm and they don't gotta freeze. And hold on, chicka chicka chicka, whatever this music is going on over here. Where was I? Oh, free agents. Yeah, people don't want to go where it's cold. And if you're not winning like we have in the past few years, I mean, what's really the incentive? You want to. But I mean, if you make a playoff run, you're a competent team, you're showing improvement. And then you get one good free agent next year. That kind of perks everybody's ears that other free agents want to come here. So the third positive I thought of is coaches and GM are guaranteed to return. And I know that's something 99% of Giants fans get behind, because we don't want to lose Joe Judge. He's our guy. We just his attitude embodies all of us as a fan base. And you bring a new GM in here, you can say what you want, but Joe Judge's job is threatened. He might want a new coach. And you can say, all right, so we're going to go to the GM search with a stipulation that the coach has to stay. And this is the kind of shit right here that the ownership was really mumbo jumboed up and just bungled in the past. And if we get a new great GM in here, I want him to be able to make the decision to go for a new coach. I know I love Joe Judge. I would be fuming. But if you're going to do it, you got to do it the right way. This is, there's certain things that the teams do. And when they bring in a GM, the GM brings in his own coaching staff. Well, at least brings in his own head coach, and then the head coach can work on his coaching staff. So that's the way it is. Another positive: no massive roster breakdown. Over half the players on this team are 2 years or less experience. So we got all these young guys. We don't want to start shipping them out, trading pieces away. And I just think, it's fun to see some of the younger guys progress and develop. And there's a lot of young guys on this team I'm not ready to see move on. I want to see more. I'm intrigued. So And another reason, another positive, is players more confident in one another. You wouldn't think that's a big deal, but it makes a difference. If Evan Ingram can have a couple good games, it'll make Daniel Jones more confident. Just you're if you're offensive lineman, you're more confident that this guy's going to pick up a stunt or push you a defensive lineman and do. It's just I don't know. I think confidence is a real thing. So that's really all I could think of. If you guys come up with some more positives, I'd like to hear it because I didn't put too much time in it, but probably 20 minutes I sat and try and think of positive negatives. And negative wise, the only thing I could really come up with is like, all right, if you don't make the playoffs, you get like pick 6 or 8, right? But if you do make the playoffs, even if you lose, your minimum pick you're going to get is 18th or 19th. So you're losing right around 10 picks. So you're going from 6 to 18, and that's a big jump. And I can see that's where the tankers and the people for draft position. That's where the argument lies. But it ain't. It's like go back to every draft. This will be what I gotta say about it. Go back through every draft. How many great players are picked after 18, 19? There's at least a handful of great players that get picked every year after the 18th, 19th pick. So I'll say that. And Gettleman has proven that he can find talent. He's obviously not 100%. Nothing is guaranteed. You can get the number. How many players get the number one pick? Quarterback, running back, whatever. Not running back, but whatever pick, defensive end, and it's a bust. None of these picks are guaranteed. Even if they're great, they can come in and just can't stay healthy. Always hurt. Shit, look at Saquon outside of his first year. Always hurt so far. So there's no guarantees. Anyways, the other pseudo negative is Gettleman. So again, this isn't a negative to me, but you might want Gettleman gone, and a playoff run guarantees at least one more offseason for Gettleman. And I know there's a bunch of people out there that can't stand Gettleman. I'm not one of them. I'm not also all gung ho. Gettleman needs to absolutely stay. But again, I think it protects our younger players, keeping Gettleman. It protects our coach that we love, and I want to see at least one more season. One more season, and I don't know. The difference between the 8th pick and the 18th pick is, well, if you see the way the money breaks down from draft picks, it's quite a bit of guaranteed money as well, the difference. If you're paying the 8th pick, I mean, you're looking at, 10, 15 guaranteed. If you're looking at the 18th, 19th pick, you're talking about a couple $1 million. So it saves a lot of money on the cap. That's all I'll say about that. Anyways, just curious, really more about what you guys think. Anyways, that's it for me. Just get another video out there because why the hell not? It's a beautiful day. I'm feeling good. Get it going. Anyways, like and subscribe. Stay safe, folks.